Hello, everyone. This is Josh Bersin, and I want to welcome you to the Next Tech HR Summit 2021. And I'm going to spend a couple minutes talking to you about the future of work in the post-pandemic, soon digital economy. If there's anything that's changed over the last 12 years since the 2008 financial crisis, it's the enormous role that digital technologies have played in our lives, in our consumer lives, and at work. And this has been a steady, ongoing, upward sloping trend for almost 12 years. Today, in 2021, as we fight the ending, hopefully soon, of the pandemic, we've dealt with remote work, people working at home with their families and their children and their parents and their pets, long hours working in multifunctional teams and cross-domain projects, and of course, working in a way that is much more agile than ever before. And if you look at, many of the analyses that were done on the future of work prior to the pandemic, we were predicting in a sort of academic sense that we would all be working in a more agile, real-time way and would have much more cross-functional relationships in our jobs. And that is exactly what has happened. Virtually every professional, every white-collar worker, and certainly even hourly workers are now working in a hyper-connected environment where it's easy to find people. It's also easy to interrupt people and ask for their help and work on cross-domain projects faster than ever before. And so our ability to manage our time, to manage our physical and emotional energy, and to listen to others and be sensitive to others has become what we now call many of the power skills of work of the future. Now, on the technology side, of course, technology, video, AI, voice recognition have all gone mainstream. These are things we kind of dreamed about 2 or 3 years ago, and nobody really knew what AI was. We're now experiencing it almost on a daily basis. In fact, many of the new video tools can measure the tone of your voice and whether you're under stress. They can tell if you're smiling or if you're not smiling, if the meeting's going well or the meeting's not going well. There's technology from Microsoft and others that can warn you that you're spending too much time in meetings and not enough focus time. And there's a whole variety of digital well-being tools and mental well-being tools that are entering the workforce to help you slow down or improve your personal capabilities and resilience at work, or just give you tips on being a better teammate or a better manager or a better leader. So all of that is part of the work of the future. But I think maybe the most important thing to consider as you consider the workforce and the workplace of the future is the role of culture, trust, and what I call citizenship. If you think about what happened during the pandemic, we were all thrown into a very high risk, highly uncertain work experience. We weren't sure what was going to be safe. We weren't sure whether we were going to be evaluated fairly or not if we were working from home. A lot of us had plenty of challenges simply setting up a home office. So what really brought us to work? A sense of purpose, a sense of mission, a sense of calm, that our jobs would be protected, that the companies we worked for were doing the right thing, that our bosses and our executives were trying to become fair and equitable in not only in the internal employee practices, but in what we do for customers and the workplace and the economy and the environment, by the way, which is still an issue. And so I think the digital workplace of the future isn't just a highly integrated AI-powered collaborative, agile workplace. It's also a place of meaning, a place of purpose, and a place where you can have a sense of belonging. In fact, one of the things that came up from many of the studies that were done on employee engagement in the last 12 months by Qualtrics and Glint and other companies is that one of the biggest drivers of employee success now, coming through the pandemic, is a sense of belonging. I feel that people care about me. I feel like I belong in this company. I belong in this job. This organization is willing to tolerate and accommodate me for all of my strengths and weaknesses, whatever they may be. Those are still maybe the most important things at all at work. And they oftentimes lend leadership to thinking more about them. In fact, let me close this video by just adding one more point. In all of our conversations with companies during the pandemic and during the stress we've been through the last year, which has been a massive amount of business transformation, the thing that comes up over and over and over again is what we call human-centered leadership. And what this means is not leaders that think about people, which obviously leaders do, but leaders that think about the human issues before they think about the business issues, and that all of the business issues we face can be addressed by accommodating and taking care of the human issues. And you can read more about that on my website. So it's been a very tumultuous but important time in the world of work, in the world of technology, and in the world of HR. And I hope this short presentation gives you a few thoughts on getting ready for an exciting year in 2021. And by the way, all evidence is that 2021 is going to be a very positive year for the global economy. The job market is heating up. We have a much better sense of trust in government in the United States than we have for the last 4 years. And I think around the world, we're going to see a pretty robust economic growth and lots of positive things happening as we come out of the pandemic. Thank you so much for your time. And anyone who would like to talk to me, please reach out and we'll set up a chance to talk one-on-one. Thank you.